Why is it that some people can walk into a room and instantly click with everyone, while you're over here wondering if you accidentally set your invisible mode to on? It's not magic. It's not charisma juice you forgot to drink this morning. It's your brain playing sneaky psychological tricks on you. What if I told you that understanding people is actually way easier than it looks? And once you know these 5 science-backed insights, you'll feel like you've unlocked the cheat codes to human connection. 1. Your brain thinks you're delicious. All right, let's start with one of my favorites. And I don't mean you look like a late night snack. I mean your brain literally rewards itself when you talk about yourself. Harvard researchers stuck people in an fMRI machine and found that self-disclosure lit up the brain's reward centers, the same ones that go wild for pizza or cash prizes. Talking about yourself is basically brain candy. And here's the kicker. Studies show about 40% of our daily conversations are just self-disclosure. Nearly half the time, we're not exchanging ideas, we're just swapping little me stories. That's why your coworker doesn't want to hear your flawless breakdown of the stock market. They'd rather tell you about how they accidentally sent a meme to their boss instead of their group chat. Here's the communication hack. If you want someone to enjoy talking with you, don't hog the mic. Hand it over. Ask things like, "What's the most chaotic part of your day so far?" And watch their brain light up like a pinball machine. Because when people feel delicious to themselves, they associate that good feeling with you. If the secret to connecting with people starts with letting them talk, what happens when you take it one step further and just shut up completely? Turns out, listening isn't boring. It's a brain-altering superpower. Let me explain. 2. The brain hug of listening. Most people think the secret to being liked is saying the perfect thing. Nope, it's shutting up. Here's the wild part. Research shows that when someone feels truly listened to, their brain's reward system lights up almost the same way as when they've just been handed chocolate or a surprise gift. Listening isn't just polite. It's basically giving their brain a warm, gooey hug. Think about your own life. You know that one friend who always interrupts with, "That reminds me of me?" Yeah, that's the conversational equivalent of your Wi-Fi cutting out in the middle of a Netflix cliffhanger. Absolute rage. Now compare that to the rare unicorn who actually nods, makes eye contact, and says, "Tell me more." Suddenly, you're oversharing your childhood traumas, your half-baked thesis idea, your latest side hustle, and your conspiracy theory that LinkedIn is just Facebook in a suit. And then, the grand finale, your controversial stance on pineapple pizza. And you walk away thinking, wow, they're amazing. Here's the hack. Being a good listener is like social alchemy. You don't need witty one-liners or charisma training. You just need to stop turning every story into your personal TED Talk. Instead, toss in simple cues. Really? What happened next? Or, how did that make you feel? Those little prompts tell the other person's brain, hey buddy, you matter. Do this, and people will walk away thinking you're the most interesting person in the room, even if all you did was nod like a bobblehead on a dashboard. By the way, if these brain hacks are already giving you that, oh wow, this actually makes sense moment, hit the like button so I know we're on the right track. And if you're new here, subscribe and join the crew. It's free and it tells YouTube, hey, more people need these stick figure life cheat codes. Plus, the more you support us, the more weird, funny, science-packed videos we can keep making for you. So go ahead, like, comment, and let's keep going. Because the next insight is the one where your brain gets caught red-handed, judging people way too fast. 3. The "you're just like that" trap. Here's a trap we all fall into. Psychologists call it the fundamental attribution error. Don't worry, there is no exam at the end. It's just a fancy way of saying, when someone else messes up, we blame their personality. When we mess up, we blame the situation. Your coworker shows up late? Wow, they're so irresponsible. You show up late? Listen, the bus driver was auditioning for Fast and Furious and I had no chance. See the problem? We assume everyone else's actions are proof of who they are, while ours are just the weather that day. Imagine Alex is out for dinner. The waiter forgets the extra fries. Instantly, this waiter is lazy. But when Alex forgets to send an email, the story is, well, my inbox exploded and Mercury was in retrograde. Same mistake, different excuses. Here's the hack. Next time you feel the urge to label someone with a permanent personality sticker, pause and ask, what else could explain this? Maybe your coworker was stuck in traffic. Maybe the waiter's juggling 10 tables. Maybe, wild idea, The universe doesn't revolve around your fries. Giving others the same benefit of the doubt you give yourself is a communication superpower. It softens arguments, builds empathy, and makes you way less likely to turn into that person who snaps at strangers in Starbucks. So remember, you're not the judge handing out life sentences. You're just another human who also shows up late sometimes. Now, even if you catch yourself in that judging trap, there's still one more hidden glitch in your brain's software. It treats bad stuff like Velcro and good stuff like Teflon. Ever wonder why you remember the one awkward comment you made 3 years ago, but not the dozen compliments you got last week? Let's pull back the curtain. 4. Velcro versus Teflon brain. Here's one of your brain's most unfair tricks. Velcro for bad, Teflon for good. Psychologists call it the negativity bias. Translation: your brain treats every negative moment like it's a tattoo, and every positive one like it's written in disappearing ink. You get 10 compliments and one snarky comment, and guess which one you're still replaying at 2 a.m.? Yeah, the one where Steve from accounting said your PowerPoint had Comic Sans energy. Here's the science. Studies show that bad events have about 3 times the impact on your mood and memory compared to good ones. Your brain evolved to notice threats, not thank yous. Because back in the day, remembering the angry bear mattered more than remembering the friendly squirrel. Imagine Alex gives a presentation. 9 people clap and say, "Great job." 1 person yawns and checks their phone. Which one keeps Alex spiraling in the shower that night? Yep, phone guy. Here's the hack. Since your brain is naturally sticky for bad stuff, you have to make good stuff stick on purpose. When someone compliments you, don't brush it off with, "Oh, it was nothing." Pause, let it land. Replay it later, like your personal highlight reel, because if you don't actively save the good moments, your brain will default to hoarding the bad ones. Velcro for bad, Teflon for good, unless you flip the script. Here's the twist. There's one ridiculously simple move that can flip the script in your favor. And no, it's not some secret charisma formula or Jedi mind trick. It's something so basic, most people overlook it completely: curiosity. Let's talk about why asking more and talking less might just be the ultimate social cheat code. 5. Curiosity equals charisma. Okay, final insight. Most people walk into a networking event like it's a gladiator match. They're armed with elevator pitches, buzzwords, and business cards they printed on a discount website. Meanwhile, the people who actually leave with strong connections, they ask questions. Harvard researchers found that in conversations, people who asked more follow-up questions were rated as more likable, not because they were smooth talkers, but because they made others feel interesting. Think about it. You've got 2 choices when you meet someone new. Option A, launch into your personal TED Talk about your career, your side hustle, and how you're super passionate about synergy. Option B, ask them, "What's the weirdest project you've worked on this year?" Guess which one gets remembered? Picture Alex at a networking event. Everyone's small talking about the weather and free hot pot. Alex tries something different. "So, what's the most unexpectedly fun thing you've done at work recently?" Suddenly, the person lights up, starts sharing a story about their disastrous but hilarious team-building karaoke night. And Alex is the one they remember. Here's the hack. Swap self-promotion for curiosity. Instead of thinking, "How do I impress them?" ask, "What can I find out about them?" The person talking feels validated, their brain lights up with that sweet dopamine, and you walk away looking like the most charismatic person in the room. So yeah, curiosity doesn't just open Google tabs, it opens doors. Now you've got 5 psychological cheat codes, but how do they all fit together? Think of it like downloading the latest iOS update for your brain. Suddenly everything runs smoother, with fewer crashes. Let's zoom out. Here's the big picture. 1. Your brain thinks you're delicious, so let people talk about themselves. 2. The brain hug of listening. Stop talking, start nodding, and watch the magic happen. 3. The "you're just like that" trap. Give others the same grace you give yourself. 4. Velcro versus Teflon brain. Don't let negativity stick without letting the positives stick too. 5. Curiosity equals charisma. Ask more, talk less, and people will remember you for it. That's your toolkit. Before? Social chaos. Overthinking every word, replaying awkward moments at 2 a.m., wondering if you're invisible. After? Clarity. You understand people's brains, you connect faster, and you leave conversations with real bonds instead of sweaty palms. And listen, see? You're not broken. You never were. You just didn't have the cheat codes. Now you do. The next time you're at that networking event, that awkward party, or even just chatting with your boss, remember, communication isn't rocket science, it's brain science, and you've just leveled up. And that's it. 5 science backed hacks that turn communication from chaos into clarity. But here's the thing, understanding people is just level 1. Next time, we're tackling level 2, critical thinking. Because if you don't know how to separate facts from fluff, you're basically running your brain on Windows 95. And trust me, nobody wants that. So if today's video gave you even one aha moment, do me a favor. Hit like, drop a comment with the insight that hit you hardest, and subscribe. It's not just for the algorithm. Your support literally keeps this channel alive so we can keep making these weird stick figure science hacks for you. You're part of this experiment with us. The more you engage, the more we can create, and the faster we all level up together. So go ahead, subscribe, share this with your friend who really needs to hear it, and get ready. Because in the next video, we're handing you the mental X-ray vision of critical thinking. See you there.